Hello, everybody. This is Mr. Lu. Today, I'm not going to talk about Singapore. I'm going to talk about Malaysia. Now, it's my opinion that Malaysia is going to see a significant property boom, and in fact, it's already happened. Right? In particular, in JB. Let me give you my analysis. Why is it happening? Okay. Number one is that the pace of inflation has picked up significantly in Malaysia, and everybody is going to flock to safety asset such as property, and property usually go in tandem with inflation. The only situation where property do not go in tandem with inflation is when there is a significant rise in interest rates, and Malaysia's politicians seems to have a reluctance in increasing the interest rate significantly because it will hurt the people and is possibly hurting the votes as well. So I don't think the Malaysian politicians are going to increase the interest rate. As a result, this will allow the property to have a no restriction for a spike. The second thing why I think that the property is going to have a big appreciation is the near completion of the RTS at JB. Now, when I say Malaysian property, of course, I'm referring more to JB. Now, in fact, it is already happening. It's already happening. The property prices have steadily increased, especially those choice one near the causeway, and for also those people who have been monitoring, the RTS is now significantly building. In a very good pace. You can actually see the beams coming up across the waters, the straits. Everything is coming to place right now. So I don't think this is a hot air anymore. This is coming more and more into reality, and investors can see that. Malaysians can see that. Singaporeans can see that. The third reason is that Singapore property has gone up. Prices has gone up so much that a lot of Singaporeans and Malaysians, especially Johorians, working in Singapore, they have decided probably that buying a second home or a second property in Malaysia is a good escape. So, to be frank, I'm very surprised because recently I've been always introducing people to go to Austin Heights, which is where I purchased my Johor house. And recently, my real estate agent has asked me to stop referring people to Austin Heights. That's because everything is sold out. Right? Everything is sold out. And I thought it's Mr. Lu and his powerful, social media that tell everybody about Austin Heights. No, quite a few areas, choice development has gone up. Of course, this doesn't cover those what I call shitty developments like those at Forest City and things like that. But those choice places prices has gone up and is still going up, and of course this is a point of concern, especially for Johorians, where the cost of living has gone up tremendously and the property prices have gone tremendously, making affordability an issue. So I actually think that for Singaporeans, I'm not advising you to invest in Malaysia because there is a depreciation of ringgit. But I don't think in the near future the ringgit will fall significantly anymore because on the first hand, the ringgit fell largely because the interest rates rose, in US and in Singapore relative to Malaysia's interest rate. Right? I told you that politicians in Malaysia seems reluctant to increase interest rates. So, but the rest of the world increased. So there's a huge outflow of what I call hot money from Malaysia out of the rest of the world. But right now, the inflation is coming down globally, especially in the US. So interest rate will start to come down eventually, or anticipating it come down. So therefore, there is going to be a less of pressure for ringgit to go down. So I don't think the risk is going to be that high for the near future for ringgit to continue to fall down. Of course, in the long run versus Sing dollar, I think it will still continue because Sing dollar is the problem. The Sing dollar keep going up across almost the whole world, right? The only exception is versus the US dollar. The US dollar when I was the US when I was the US dollar when I was there in 2011 and 2012, it was 1.22 to 1 Sing dollar. Now it's 1.3 something, right? So a US dollar is actually strengthened against a Sing dollar. But the ringgit, okay, I it's my view that in the short term, the depreciation will either slow down or stop. So that's my view, okay. And I welcome any views on this matter. And I'm not advising you all to buy. I'm just saying that that the Malaysian property is set to rise and probably set to rise significantly. For those people who wants to buy a Malaysian house for retirement and for holiday purposes and not for investment, I think that you got to do your research now. Okay, you do your research now. Not necessarily you have to buy it now, but do your research now, because things are going up and going up rapidly in Malaysia. Okay, especially in Johor. All right, with this, thank you. Signing off, and I'll see you in a day or two. Okay, bye bye.